with Ben Borilski. He is the Chief Financial Officer for the City of Jonesboro. Ben, I know you started on November 1st, so why don't you tell us what some of your responsibilities are here?
Okay, well, as the Chief Financial Officer, I actually head up the Finance Department and its day-to-day operations, as well as the Human Resources and IT and Grants departments. I have 3 directors that actually handle the day-to-day operations for those individual departments. My largest responsibility I had would have been the budget to date. A lot of work went into that with sharing ideas with all the department heads and the mayor and producing that budget.
And how would you wrap up the budget for this year?
That it's balanced. That's the most important thing, that we're going to try for the first time in a long time for the city not to have deficit spending. We had about $53.5 million, I think, estimated revenues and maybe $53.3 million in expenditures. So it's very tight, but again, it's our best efforts at the budget. And again, a budget's just a plan. It is our plan to carry out this year. It can be changed very easily with what's going on in Egypt. Our fuel prices, that's a very large expense for the city of Jonesboro. So we have to watch that daily, because just the smallest increase in the price of oil will largely affect our budget by $500,000. So those anticipated revenues we have to adjust through the year and cut other spending.
And as an average citizen wondering, where do we get a lot of our revenues from?
Okay, Jonesboro is unique to other cities in that we did away with many of our fees when we kept that MATA sales tax several years ago. So a largest percentage of our revenues, almost $20 million budgeted this year, will be from sales tax. In that sales tax, a little over $7 million is reserved for capital improvement projects. Another $5.5 million is public safety for police and fire expenditures. The rest goes into the general fund to help operate the city. Another one would be state turnback. We get that in the general fund and the street fund. $2.8 million or so will help operate and is legally restricted for street fund expenditures only. And the remaining about $900,000 goes into general fund as well. We also get franchise fees of over $1 million a year typically. The county road tax, that helps fund our street fund and our pension funds as well. Those are probably and fine revenue as well. Those are our largest sources of revenue.
And what are some of our largest expenses?
Oh, salaries. We have over 500 employees here and some 18 other departments. Salaries, pension contributions on the city's share, those are always very large expenditures. Our fuel, as I mentioned earlier.
Okay, you mentioned capital improvement funds. What does the city plan to do with that?
Okay, well, it's about $9 million or so budgeted in there this year. About $3.5 million will be used for streets and drainage problems. We have those every year in the city of Jonesboro. I think we could throw $100 million at it and it would never fix it all together, but realistically we've got about $3.5 million budgeted for that. The other ones, we have a public works facility going in to help the city run more efficiently, and it's about a $4.5 million budget expense this year. Those are our largest expenditures this year.
Okay, well, Ben, thank you so much for being with us. I know I learned a lot about the budget, and I'm sure everyone who is watching has as well. And we really appreciate all of the information.
Well, thank you very much.